Basic systems for startups and micro businesses. Basic systems for startups and micro businesses. Number one, you must get your pricing right. As a startup or as a micro business that is just starting up, one of the first things or the first things that you must get right is your pricing. You must develop a pricing template or opt for a pricing template that allows you to adjust your prices over time. So you must get the pricing of your products right as a startup or as a micro business owner. Number two, you must hire right. Now, I know that most businesses engage the services of recruitment agencies or recruitment firms, which is fantastic. However, some of these recruitment agents, what they do is that they just send you people from their pool who do not necessarily match with what you want or are a perfect fit for what you require. So it is very important as a startup founder or as a micro business owner to understand how to hire for your business based on your culture, based on what you want that staff to do for you. Now, I also understand that as startups or as micro business owners, you may not be able to afford certain level of employees, which means that you might not be able to afford, let's say, a customer service person who has 5 to 10 years or 5 or 3 years experience. So you are probably looking for somebody who is an OND holder or who is a fresh graduate or even a basic SSE. So, but you understand your reality, you understand how much you're starting your business with, you understand how much capital you have. So, with this very knowledge, you must understand what is important for you as a founder or as a startup, and then learn the intricacies of what it is that you need to do or to know to be able to hire right. What will this person do for you? What are the criteria of this person? What character do they need to have? What skill do they need to have? So even if you are going to be outsourcing your recruitment as a startup, you must understand and learn the requirements of the type of people who are going to be working for you. The third one is you must give employment contracts. Now, labor law says that you're supposed to give everybody who works with you an employment contract not later than 3 months. Basic employment contracts, your offer letter or your employment letter, guarantors form, personal information form, those very necessary documentations are very important for a new hire. All this documentation must be given on the first day of work before the person sits down on your chair or does anything in your company. Documentation is very important. Employment contract is very important. Your guarantors form is very important. Your personal employee information form is very important. Now, what is inside that personal employee information form? Their next of kin in case of emergency, health information in case they have any are very important. With that very first day, you must get them right. Number four is your job description. For a startup, that job description is a no-brainer. Now, let me put it this way, especially if you're a micro business owner. I know most times people will say, okay, you have your SOPs, which is necessary, you need to have your SOPs. But everything that you can think of that a new hire is supposed to be doing for you, please include it in your job description. Everything that they are going to be doing for you. Think of every possible task that they'll be doing for you. If they need to, when they come to the office, if they need to put on the lights, put it in the job description. If you're supposed to switch off the light and change it to, maybe change it to NEPA, to generator or neutral at the close of work, include it in the job description. Include it in the job description, especially as a micro business owner. You are not wasting paper. The paper is your paper. Write everything in those job description. Then you also need to write KPIs. Now, let's not put so much grammar to these things. KPIs are basic tasks or deliverables that you will need to use, that you will use to measure if that staff is doing their job. So such deliverables could be revenue, it could be reporting, it could be reducing operational costs, it could be specific things that they need to do, that at the end of the week or at the end of the month or at the end of the probation period, you'll be able to assess them based on specific tasks that are measurable. That is simply what your KPIs are. I'll see you in part two. Have a lovely day and God bless you.